Hello everyone and welcome back to Every Other Saturday. So in today's video we're going to break down and take a look at that fantastic 4-1 win against Celtic at home at Ibrox. The final game of the Oldfirm calendar is now done and dusted. We have done it 100%. Brilliant performance today. We have went undefeated to them all throughout the season. The big target I really did fancy that we could have hit, and we did it. Honestly guys, I am 100% over the moon with today's performance, and because we're all up, we're all happy, let's see if we can do a wee favour to the channel. And if you're new round about here, slap a subscribe on it, like the video and share it all over your socials. Let everybody see just how happy we are, because let's not be kidded, they're straight on these channels all over YouTube to see just how angry we are when we lose or we don't pick up the points. So let's get it shared around this time guys. We very much appreciate it. We're so close to hitting 220 subscribers. We very much appreciate it. But with all the shameless plugging and all the happiness flying in guys, let's not waste any more time and dive straight into today's video.
Every other Saturday's my half day off, and it's off to the match I go. Happily we wander down the Copeland.
Well guys, where do we start with such a fantastic performance as that? We did exactly what I expected us to do. There was a change in the squad with Kamar Roof starting now, and I'm going to get it out the way straight away. I was disappointed that I didn't see Scott Wright starting. I really was. I think I texted 4 or 5 of the guys and I told them that I thought it was the wrong decision. And to be honest, I thought it was going to be one of them that might end up costing us throughout the game. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about, because well done Kamar Roof for all the problems that he's had in the last few weeks, 4 to 5 weeks. I think he's took that frustration and that lack of get up and go maybe that we've seen him have, and he's just rolled it right up into one big ball and fired it on the park today, and he left everything out there, and I couldn't be more happy. Well done Kamar Roof. 2 fantastic goals which we'll get to, but again I'm really happy. Kamar Roof started. I thought it was wrong. Steven Gerrard quite clearly knew differently. So the game kind of started with a familiar pace. They both came out with a bit of fire in their belly. I think they both tried their hardest to try and get that first goal, and it looked like it was going to be a bit of a struggle for the first kind of 10-15 minutes. It looked like a kind of 50-50 back and forward, and it took a while to kind of settle down both teams, shall we say. There was a lot of heres and theres, but when you look at the first 10 minutes, I think it took the first 10 minutes for us to get that first chance on goal, but we had a few problems that changed the game, shall we say, for us. I'm not going to lie, but with regards to the referee, you're seeing all the comments and silly videos coming out already. People coming out and saying that he's not worthy to be an Oldfirm referee. I disagree. He seemed a bit card happy for me at the start. Jack Simpson, not a yellow card to me. First offence, didn't seem strong enough. Edward made a meal of it. Yellow card to a centre half, a wee bit far too early in the game for me. But yes, I'm wearing that crest, and yes, I'm not exactly going to stand up for a Celtic player in this, but if you come out and you tell me that McGregor's 2 yellows and subsequent red weren't deserved, I think you're living in cloud cuckoo land, because that first yellow card was 100% a yellow card. There's no two ways about it. It was a silly, reckless, silly challenge. I know I said silly twice, but it's one of those challenges that was guaranteed a yellow. It was just going to be that way. And see that second challenge for me, he had no right to be diving in for it, no right whatsoever. Now this is where the yellow card, he made the referee make a decision. Now if he stayed on his feet and made the challenge, and Kamara goes down, maybe just a foul for me. There is no yellow card there. Now we're getting a lack of consistency shouts from Kennedy and people like that as well, and I think that's actually disrespectful, because I think that the referee could have lost it. I think he started a wee bit card happy. The 2 yellows and subsequent red were deserved in my eyes. I don't think Simpson's was bad, but when you start looking at the rest of the game, he kind of settled out throughout the rest of the game. Might have started a wee bit card happy and changed the game, but for the right, to be honest. So can he really be too negative on the referee? Now coming away from the referee and looking more at the players' performances, pick a man on that pitch that did not get a pass mark in a blue jersey, because they all did fantastic for me. The only thing I'm slightly disappointed is poor Shagger didn't get his clean sheet, because let's face it, he likes to keep that clean sheet record going. silly goal to lose. Fair play to Celtic, they managed to get the equaliser. But goal number 1 from Rangers, it was well worked again. Kemar Roofe in the right position, ball played in and managing to swivel his chest to get the ball into the corner. Fantastic. And again, as I sit and watch it, I clearly have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to Kemar Roofe, because he played an absolute blinder. It was well positioned and it was well controlled to get that ball in the net. And managing to get that goal, losing the next one so early, but then getting goal number 2, which, wow, goal of the game for me, I have to admit. Alfredo Morelos, the way he puts the ball in the net and the fact he makes Brown look so stupid is just a massive ball of happiness for me. That's why I'm calling this goal of the game, because I don't know if any of you guys watch Match of the Day out there and watch the Man City game, but take Aguero's goal from the weekend there and Alfredo Morelos' goal, they were absolute carbon copies of one another. And Aguero's goal will be, the praises will all be sung, and if I'm brutally honest, Morelos did exactly the same thing, and it just shows a level of quality. And I watched Morelos throughout the game, and you can totally see that hold-up play was still there. He still did exactly what he needed to do to keep that attack moving, because we had two very, very mobile players in Ryan Kent and Kemar Roofe today, and Morelos just bounced clean off of them today. It was a fantastic performance for the top three, it really was. But definitely 100% goal of the game, Alfredo Morelos. And that takes us to goal number 3. Once again, Kemar Roofe getting in and about the box, and I don't think I've seen a jump quite like it. He seemed to jump in a slight ball to get his head on it from the cross. Boom, back of the net once again. Kemar Roofe with 2, getting Rangers up to number 3. It was such a well worked goal again. Really, really, really proud of how that we do that when it comes to either set pieces or crosses and things like that. And it just shows you how rank Celtic really are at defending, specifically cross balls and set pieces. It is disgusting to watch, and if I was unfortunate enough to support such a terrible squad, I would be disheartened every time I watch that team, because you'll see glimpses of possibilities coming from them where you think that they can make their way forward and they're doing something okay, but their defensive record is shocking, with or without Shane Duffy, let's not be kidded. Now, Ayer did his best to make his kind of sneaky runs through as well, but that there is literally all I've seen from them today. They were shocking, really, really bad. Other than obviously Edouard's goal, you had a few goalmouth chances as well. Shagger pulling off save after save once again when it comes to tipping things over the bar and things like that. But focusing on McGregor saving again, it feels like broken record stuff, because let's face it, we expect that from him, we really do. And this is what I said in the preview video, that I didn't think Celtic had enough to beat us, because one, we have him in the sticks, and this is what makes you so confident. But again, digressing, back to Celtic, they were a wee bit garbage at everything they did at the back today, other than Ayer with pushing forward. And this is one thing that we just took over, because the minute we got those front 3 forward, it just, every single time, it looked like we were going to score. Now, crosses into the box, for example, we know that that's a weak point, but I think we get 26 today, 26 crosses into the box. That's sickening that they allow that, but it just shows the level of quality that we have in our side. Now, without talking about Celtic far too much there, we'll move on to goal number 4, and it was the wee man himself, Jermaine Defoe. Everyone looking out for him to try and get that Oldfirm goal, and he got it, and by he got it well. Ball to his feet, turning the player himself, making a bit of space and sneaking it right past the goalkeeper, getting goal number 4 and putting a massive smile again on every single one of our faces, because it topped off a perfection of a performance today. It really did. Top to bottom, we just absolutely ran through them. And what made it so much better is watching Scott Brown take the bow on his last Old Firm game and not a fan there to clap off. It was quiet, it was deathly, and it looked like nobody cared, and it was fantastic. It just put that nice wee smile on my face. Now, just to make a quick mention on wee Scott Wright as well, he did manage to get on. He didn't have much input in the game, don't get me wrong, the game was pretty much put to bed, but disappointed to never get the full game. But if it was to do with taking off Kemar Roofe at the start, that for him, maybe it was the wrong decision. 2 goals came from Kemar Roofe, but Scott Wright managing to get on the park along with Yanis Hadji as well, so they're managing to get minutes in their legs. But one thing that will stand out for me today in that full game, 100% Ryan Kent's performance. Now, I've said it already in one of the group chats, I feel like you take Ryan Kent off, don't think we're going to lose, don't get me wrong, but what he brings to the squad changes our full dynamic and raises us up just that little bit again, and it puts that wee bit more pace at the front of the park. And everything he did today, his touches, his cross balls, attempts on goal, I think one went sky high, but everything he did, top class, and I will be giving Ryan Kent my man of the match for today. But let me know, guys, what is your opinion on the game? What's your opinion on man of the match? Straight down in the comment section below. I want to hear you sounding off on it all. Honestly, guys, I am absolutely buzzing for today. I feel like after the bad couple of 10 days, 2 weeks or whatever it is that we've had, it puts it all to bed. It gives us such a strong, emphatic performance against them to take into the last couple of games to guarantee the undefeated. Now this is what we need to do. Has to be our target. Let's stay undefeated, guys. We've done so well, reached the 100 points mark, and it's just a tip to the hat of a perfection season. And the next time that Rangers are going to be on Sky Sports, we're going to be playing Aberdeen, and win, lose or draw, we're lifting that trophy. Now, how long have we waited to do that? The only one thing that's a downer on there is the fact that we don't get to join them in the stadium together. We've waited for so long for this, and typical that we do so well and coronavirus gets in the way and we can't end up celebrating with the team. But there is always next year, and I'm sure Flag Day, when it does come around, we're all going to do exactly the same thing. And I'm sure if the stand is as full as it should be on Flag Day at the start of next season, I'm pretty sure they might bring that trophy out for us and do a little lap of honour. So they'll make up for it next season though, guys. But again, elated. I'm going to let you go and enjoy your Sunday. It's been a wonderful day watching football for me. I'll get this video up as quick as I can, but thanks again everybody for watching. Thanks to all the subscribers as well. Smash a like in the video if you're liking the content, and leave a wee comment as well and let me know what the script is. But again, I've been Chris, this has been every other Saturday, and I'll see you on the next one.